guys, it's Nigeria. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, as you can see by the title, I mean, you're probably a little bit confused because it's like, what are you even talking about? But so one day I was just sitting in my bed trying to like think of what my next video should be. By the way, if my eyebrows look crazy, I'm gonna explain why. Anyways, I was just sitting in my bed trying to figure out what my next video was gonna be, and I came up with this idea. I didn't look it up, so if someone did this before me, I'm sorry. Then yeah, but anyways, I just had this idea of a makeup video called the Forgotten Makeup Challenge, or the Forgotten Makeup Tutorial, but probably a challenge. Basically, and you know, like when you buy makeup and you just like forget about it in a way, like you never use it again. I mean, some people do this. If you like a makeup lover and you buy a lot of makeup, but if you don't, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But sometimes when you like buy a makeup product like a foundation or like an eyeshadow palette, but you have other ones that you like more, you just forget to use out that, you just forget to try out that new palette or that new product. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through my collection and rounding up all my forgotten makeup products and doing a whole tutorial with them. I don't know, I just thought it would be interesting and cool just to like see. It's kind of like a first impression, but of like older products that were like in my collection already. So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys want to see that, then just keep on watching. So I already did my eyebrows because I don't have like a forgotten eyebrow product, because that's like a buy when you need bases, but I didn't conceal them. That's why they look a little bit crazy. I'm going to be concealing them with the NYX Gotcha Covered concealer. I bought this and I literally totally forgot about it. I honestly think I might have used it like once, and this is also a cool thing about this challenge, is like you'll find products in your collection that maybe you used once but you forgot about it, you forgot how it performs, you forgot if you like it or not. So yeah, I'm going to be using the NYX Gotcha Covered concealer in the shade Fresh Beige. I'm going to be using this to conceal my brows and also to like prime my eyelids for concealer, for eyeshadow. So okay, so now that I did my eyebrows, they look a little crazy, but it's okay. So now we're gonna use that same concealer to use as primer for my eyeshadow. Like I said, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I might need to set it with powder, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm just gonna take this big flat brush and just apply it to my eyes. I kind of feel like I do remember using this once before and it was sticky, and I was like, well, maybe I can use it for something else, and then I forgot about it. That's the point of this challenge, is like seeing forgotten products. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna set it because it's definitely like sticky. Now, a forgotten powder that I have is this Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. It's just like a setting powder, I guess. And I honestly don't think I bought this. I think it came with like a little, whoa, like a little set thing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this out, I'm gonna use it, I'm pretty excited, and I forgot to use it, so we're using it today. It seems pretty like fine, which is good. Oh, I'm so excited to use this like on my face. It seems pretty nice. Okay, period. Okay, so now for the Forgotten. This sounds so ominous. I'm hoping there's not a show called like The Forgotten and like they do makeup on the show, because people are gonna think like this is the Forgotten inspired makeup look, but whatever. So for the Forgotten eyeshadow palettes, I actually picked up 2 eyeshadow palettes from my collection, and it's so funny because when I bought these, first of all, this is the Violet Voss Holy Grail, which y'all know was going around YouTube at a time and everyone was like so excited to get it. It was always sold out, and I got it and I literally just like never used it. And then during that time I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy every Violet Voss palette, which this bad boy was like $85. And this is the Violet Voss Pro Ride or Die palette. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It does look kind of like it was a good deal, but we're gonna use some of these So this is the Ride or Die. And then this is the Holy Grail. You guys probably know what this one looks like. It was so popular when it came out. So yeah, I literally never touched these palettes. So let's see what they're going for. Now keep in mind, like, they're a little bit older. They don't smell bad or anything. So I honestly don't think I'm going to have like a reaction or anything. But if they don't work like how they did back in the day, just remember that these ones are a little bit like older. So yeah, keep that in mind. But I'm pretty excited to see how this is gonna work, because like I said, I never used these palettes before and I was so excited to get them, and it's like so crazy. But anyways, okay, so we're gonna use the Holy Grail palette, I think. And first, you know what, let's just stick with the theme of this palette. And I remember this palette was supposed to be like, this is the only palette you need for an eye look, so let's see if that's the truth. Okay, so I'm gonna take Transition and I'm gonna start putting that into my crease. Actually, this brush is a little bit too small. I'm gonna take the Morphe M504 brush and start putting Transition into the crease. Fun fact, actually really sad fact, this concealer is separating a little bit. This honestly is no surprise because that concealer was just a little bit like sticky, so I just felt like with the powder and everything that it was gonna like separate and do like a weird effect, but it's not affecting the eyeshadow that much, but it definitely is like separating. So I'm hoping the end result won't be like this weird like weirdly blended thingy. But this eyeshadow is kind of fire, this Transition shade. Now I'm gonna take Hashtag and I'm gonna put it on my outer corner, and I'm also gonna put it into my crease, but I'm only gonna take it halfway. Like, I'm not gonna take it the whole way up to the front. The concealer is giving me a little bit of what's it called, resistance with the brush. Like, you know how like when you have a sticky concealer and you're trying to like move the brush back and forth, it kind of like sticks to one spot because it's like brush hairs and it like doesn't move. That's kind of what is happening a little bit. So I'm just trying to fight past that and just like keep it going. But honestly, I'm gonna try to use this palette again when I'm using my regular concealer for priming and see how it works, because I kind of feel like it would be like fire because it is looking really good considering like the concealer and stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna take Are You Kidding Me and put that kind of in the same positions where I put Hashtag. And I'm gonna take Wine and Dime and put that on the outer corner and into the second half of the crease, just like those other colors. That's a really pretty wine color. I remember people would be going crazy for this color. I mean, I get it because look at how pretty that is. It's such a pretty like burgundy wine color. You know what, Violet Voss? I was kind of like clowning this palette in the beginning because everyone was like hyped for it, but like I kind of get it now. This is pretty. I kind of want to make it a little bit darker, so I'm gonna take the Violet Voss Pro palette and I'm gonna take Josie and Carly and put that on the edge of the eyeshadow and just blend that out and into the crease. I kind of want this to be an all matte eye because this is looking so good. So like I'm really excited because even considering that like concealer was a little bit this is looking really good. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'd be cheating if I use a different concealer just to like cut my face a little bit. I think it probably would be. Okay, I'm gonna take my Forgotten concealer, which is the NYX Gotcha Covered, which like I said, I wasn't really feeling that much, but I digress. I'm gonna take a flat brush. I'm basically just gonna go in the front of my eye. This isn't gonna be a very defined cut crease. I'm just kind of like removing some of that eyeshadow just so I can put down a white eyeshadow, and not really have it interfere with any of the other colors. Perfect. This is so cute. Period. I keep saying period, but like, period, what else can you say? Okay. Now I'm gonna take a big flat brush and I'm gonna take, oopsies, but oopsies. I'm gonna take Michelle from the Violet Voss Pro palette, which is a matte white, and I'm just gonna, okay. You know what, Violet Voss, I'm real sorry, because this is fire. And I'm just gonna put that in the front. That concealer is really screwing me, but it's okay. I kind of want to do like a liner just to like conceal my lash band and everything, but I don't want to wing it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more of Carly, and I'm going to take it on a Morphe M330 brush, and I'm basically just going to put it on the outer part of the eye and kind of blend it out so it's a little bit more easier to blend the eyeliner out there. Like, come on now, like who's beating me? I'm just playing. I don't know why this gives me very wedding vibes. Like, you know how like in those videos when they have like that pretty wedding type makeup, that's the kind of vibe it's giving me, and I'm into it. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that same brush that I was using to apply the black, and I'm just gonna kind of blend out the end of that eyeliner. It blends in with the black, but just in case, you can still see the little dookie little end piece thing. I'm gonna try to like just blend that out. I keep doing faces and stuff, but guys, I literally love this look. Violet Voss, thank you. So now for my, I primed and everything, so now for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation in the shade F12. Now the reason why I'm nervous is because I feel like this isn't gonna be my shade, but I also found in my collection the same concealer that I use for my eyes, which is the NYX Gotcha Covered, but this one is in the shade Mocha. So I think I'm gonna like do a little mixy mix. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I think first I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, this is way too late. Okay, let me, before I blend this out, I'm gonna take that darker NYX concealer and I'm just gonna mix it in with this, kind of like with a brush. If it looks crazy at first, it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna like blend it out, and even if it does still look a little bit dark, a concealer will lighten it up, so just keep that in mind. Hold up, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, mayday mayday. This, I mean, I didn't do my bottom half yet, but this is looking actually really good. Now I'm gonna, it looks a little hydrating. I think that concealer is definitely like a hydrating concealer, so that's kind of why it looks like that. But I'm gonna take my concealer, the NYX Hydro, what is it called? Not Hydro, the NYX Got You Covered, the lighter one that I use to prime my eyelids. And I'm gonna put it under my eyes and stuff. See, this is the point of this challenge, is like to see. It's very, I want to set it with powder because it's looking very wet right now. So I'm gonna take that Peach Perfect palette, the Peach Perfect powder. It's so fine. Okay, and I'm gonna set my under eyes. Wow. You know what? This powder is immaculate. Hopefully they still sell it, because I think the Royal Peach was like a set, a limited edition thing. But it's so fine and it looks so good. So another thing that I kind of forgot about is, once upon a time I didn't like blush. I feel like I say that all the time, but I still bought these Juvia's Place Saharian blush palette. Did I say brush? I didn't like blush because I wanted to use them as like eyeshadows. So I just got these. So I'm going to use these as blush. And then a highlighting palette that I forgot about. I literally bought this and then never used it again, is the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. So I'm gonna take, honestly I usually just use the same brush that I use for blush, because I've been doing this new thing. I haven't been liking powder highlight, but then I've been doing this new thing that kind of like changed the game for me. So I'm gonna take Lit and Strobe from this palette, and I'm basically just gonna put it right here. You see how it gives that glow? I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna put Strobe on my nose, blend that out with my finger. So I put on some setting spray and I'm gonna keep it $1.95. It looks a little bit light on camera. I honestly don't know why it looks like that, but in person I kind of feel like this is the best my foundation has ever looked. So now we're gonna do lashes and finish up eyes and all that good stuff. Not that I really, I mean I did kind of forget about these, but also I was a little bit scared to use these, but I'm excited to use them now. I got this lash book I think last year, a few years ago, for Christmas. It just has all these beautiful lashes in it, and like I was just too scared to use it because like once you use them, I mean you can reuse them, but like ugh. But I think I'm gonna use Trixie, which is like it's like wispy. So now let's do my under eye. So basically what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take Wine and Dine, and I'm basically going to take it halfway. By the way, the Morphe M506 brush is the perfect brush for under the eye. It's small, but it's also fluffy. Like, it just is beautiful. I don't know where this ended because my battery died, so I had to charge it, but hello, like yes. So this is the finished look. I literally love it so much. I feel like the base looks so good, the eyeshadow looks so good, like I feel like everything just looks bomb. So I definitely recommend you try this out because you'll find bangers that you forgot that you even bought or that you forgot about. Like that's the whole point of this challenge, is to see what you used to have, what you bought but literally forgot about. And it's kind of like what your makeup game could have been if you would have just used them like when you bought them. This video was so fun to film. Like I said, I would definitely recommend trying this, even if you don't like record it. Just like next time you do your makeup, pick up random forgotten items and just do your makeup with that and see if you remember liking, if you like it. If you don't, see if you remember using it, if you liked using it and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video because it was so fun to film. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications to be notified every time that I upload. I never say this, but follow me on Instagram. and follow my page on Facebook. And if you do not recreate, but if you do this challenge, just tag me in your pictures or your videos to see the outcome, because that would be really, really cool to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.